Hi, I'm John Sage with Sage Traveling, and we just left Skagway, and I want to spend a few minutes to tell you my initial impressions of wheelchair access in Skagway, Alaska. So first thing about Skagway, it's much smaller than Juneau and Ketchikan. In fact, they have a bunch of people that come in just seasonally to work the summers and help out with the shore excursions and the restaurants and the bars and things like that. There are some really good accessible shore excursion options. The train departs from right near the ships, and it has a wheelchair lift, and that's great. That's a easy, cheap way to kind of get into the mountains. So that's something to consider. But the one that you really should consider is driving to Carcross. That drive is just spectacular. And you go through, you actually leave Alaska, you go into Canada, you go through British Columbia and into the Yukon Territory. And it is just amazing. Those valleys have been shaped by glaciers over thousands of years, and it's just really impressive. It's also one of the few places on an Alaskan cruise that you can kind of get away from the cruise ship crowds. You go out there and there's very few people out there. So that is really a great experience. There's a bunch of waterfalls to see along the way. There are a few attractions to check out. So I definitely recommended that if you do want to get away from the cruise ship crowds at least once during your Alaskan cruise vacation. The town of Skagway is it's fairly flat. There are some it's a little bit of a hike to get into town, and I'll measure those distances and I'll put them on our website, sagetraveling.com. And we're looking at, so there's a shortage of accessible vehicles in town. That's one issue. We're looking at possibly trying to fix that. So we will be developing accessible shore excursion options in Skagway, and you will be able to find those on sagetraveling.com, both for Skagway and for the other Alaskan cruise ports. We'll be developing accessible shore excursions. Of course, choosing the right itinerary is a key, so contact us before you book, and we can offer discounts on those shore excursions.